Welcome into this reading. This is your reading. If you have clicked onto this video, it's not an accident. I always know that my spirit guides, or even your own spirit guides, are guiding you to get the message you're meant to receive at this time. As I'm talking to you, I am clairaudient, so I do hear spirit guides speaking, and I heard a word coming out. Actually, I heard them say spiritual, so this is very interesting. You could be a spiritual person as well coming in. Remember that this is also a timeless reading. It is not associated to any zodiac signs, although I may mention some zodiac signs to you, which can be your rising, your sun sign, your moon sign, even your Venus, depending on what area of your life we are looking at. And with this energy, I'm going to be starting out this reading. I want to change my layout a little bit. I want to look at mind, heart, and soul. Okay, so let us begin by getting the oracle cards out for you and find out what is going on. We've got your mind energy. We've got your heart. Hello. And we have soul. So interesting. This is going to be good. So seek the symbols. What is going on with this card? Okay, with the seek the symbols, first of all, anything that says seek or looking for, you're seeking something. Seeking the symbols can be like, say you go on a quest, okay, and you're playing a video game, whatever, and they're like, you need to look for this and you need to look for that and you need to look for signs and all these kind of things, and you go off on your little journey and you're looking for information, signs. So I feel like this is kind of an energy of you going out there and looking for signs. The seeking of the symbols that they are talking about here is spiritual symbols. Okay, so things like the Hamsa hand, the evil eye, a lot of different crosses, pentagrams. These are all symbols of spirituality. So with this energy, I really feel like this is you. Almost like the hand to me always shows up as being energy of movement. So the energy of movement can either be your own hand doing the seeking, doing the looking. You could be looking to understand things on a different level, because symbolism in any kind of tarot reading, seek the symbols. It's very specific the way they're saying it there, like seeking the symbols. What does this mean? What does that mean? It's like you're a seeker, that spiritual seeker. You could be a spiritual seeker. So what is a spiritual seeker? A spiritual seeker is somebody who wants to have more questions answered than just being told something. It does come up a lot in religions. I think the term was first coined not really, it was an old term, but so, religions like to take things for themselves, you know what I mean? So it's a term where they'll say like, no, this person is seeking outside of our religion. So they're seeking answers to things. And it could be that people are feeling restless, or they don't feel like this is enough information. For me, it's like you're just stepping out of your box, you know what I mean? Or your energy is expanding. So the information that you've received in your previous expansion, this is your energy, and this is where you are. All the information that you have there, it satisfies you, okay? And you're not seeking, you've got what you need. But the moment you grow on a spiritual level and your energy begins to shift and change and expand, okay? Apologies, guys, one more time if you hear me lisping like crazy. I've had, if you've been to my previous readings, thank you all of you for sending me like messages of healing and all of that. I had an operation a couple of days ago, and back on it again. It's really dental. It was quite a big thing that they did. It was horrible. I was like, this dentist, if he knew I was a witch, you'd be careful, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm playing. So yeah, I'm lisping a lot because of the realignment of my like jaw and all these funny things. So getting back to it again, your energy. Okay, you're happy with the information you've got here, but the moment you start growing, now what happens is, this is where you are, this is your energy, you're happy with everything you got, you start to expand your energy. That space that you're looking at there between what you know and now that open space is emptiness. And so you kind of go, what's in that emptiness? What information lies here that I don't know about? And so you have to start expanding as well. And then your knowledge needs to expand with that. It's very interesting reading this, okay? So your heart energy comes up as hearing messages from spirit. That's why I feel like this is expansion, okay? With this, it says here, Wow, guys. I'm a clear channel for messages from spirit. Wow. You guys could become mediums. You could become tarot readers, some kind of divination work, or just speaking about spirituality. Sometimes when you see people like on YouTube, even some of the really big spiritual teachers, I see it in a lot of them, when they start speaking and they're telling you about this and about that and all these spiritual things, they're really channeling and they don't even realize that they're channeling. I see it a lot. There's one guy that I'm noticing now. He's actually a law of attraction guy. I don't want to mention his name, but I watch his stuff. He's really good. And he's really starting to lean into that way. And I don't think he quite realizes that I see it, that he's actually been given so much information from spirit. And he's really sort of moving into the esoteric realm now. You see how we grow, and then we're teaching law of attraction. And then all of a sudden you grow emotionally, spiritually, in your soul level, and then that information of law of attraction is not enough. Now we need to start moving esoteric. Okay, more like deeper spiritually, almost like Richie, if you ask me. And he's still calling it law of attraction, but I'm like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? But it's nice. It's nice to see that growth happening. And I feel like with you guys, with this messages from spirit here, it's a lot of like things you will be sharing or information that you're getting. It is definitely from spirit, without a doubt. Then we got the mystery. Oh yes, the mysteries of everything. You're a seeker, and I think you're literally, I'm so curious to see where this is going to take you. You literally, I do see you connecting to spirit a lot. You're really interested in the truth, in wanting to understand what is hidden from you. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. What? I don't know. You know, I don't even think sometimes when you pick up on things, you sort of understand things. And you know what will usually happen with me? Pay attention to this one. Something will come to me. It will be downloaded. I'll hear a message from spirit. I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay. Well, and I start thinking, and all of a sudden these pieces of the puzzle start falling together, and I form this thing where I'm going, okay, this is something interesting. And I don't know about it. I'm not sure, because it's like I never heard anybody speak about it. And then all of a sudden I'll go off and watch a video, or maybe I'm scrolling around on YouTube, or I'm, listening to something, a podcast or whatever. And all of a sudden the spiritual person will come up and say exactly what I was just thinking about. And I'm like, I just thought about that. And that's my way of my spiritual guides telling me, no, because it's true, Deborah. And I actually had that experience about 2-3 weeks ago, where there was something that I used to think about when I was a child, okay? And it was a big question mark for me with regards to what I was thinking about. Because I was like maybe 12 or 13 years old, 14, and I used to really think about this in a really huge way. Like, what is the mystery? What are we? Why are we here? This is what I used to think about when I was a kid. And this information came to me, and I was like, okay, could that be it? Oh no, it can't be. No way. No way. And I literally had it confirmed a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, well, there you go then. There you go. To be honest, what I picked up on, what I heard, I don't think most of humanity is ready to hear it. So we'll leave that one at that. I don't think we're ready yet. I think we're far from ready. Far, 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 far from ready to understand who we really are and our true purpose and everything, basically. So it's just too much to go into. And even myself, I'm still sort of putting it together in my mind. So I feel like I'm not even ready to talk about it yet. But yeah, it's there. I think as I begin to consolidate it into my brain and mind, and really I want more information from spirit as well, then I will begin to share a little bit of it. But I feel like we need to understand what we are, and I feel like you want to understand the mysteries of life. There's many, and this is what I'm talking about, is just one aspect of it, but there's so much. And my mysteries and what I get to understand may not be what you're supposed to get to understand. So your mysteries and what you need to get to understand is your unique journey as well. Okay, so all I can say is that try not to look at needing to change to something else, or needing to become something else, needing to step out of this life into another life. Yes, sometimes we do shift timelines. It's happening all the time. and we can align with the perfect one as well. But try to make this life that you are living the best life you can ever live. And then you're doing your job, okay? You're doing your job. All right, so then you know you're getting it right. So do that. Focus only on that. Let's make this life the best damn life you've ever lived. Then you're doing a service to spirit. Okay, you're doing a service to you, and you're doing a service to this planet Earth. That's it. Okay, so Seven of Wands coming in here. Whoa, a lot of information, a lot of stuff happening to you. The Knight of Cups, so this is on your mind. The Six of Cups. Wow, guys. The hearing, the heart energy. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. And your Five of Cups. So, what I can pick up here already, sometimes we go on the spiritual journey. We start the spiritual journey, not because some people are just born into needing to go to the spiritual journey. I mean, I was born into a family where talking about spirits and mediumship and all funny things was very normal, you know what I mean? So I grew up very young hearing about the aunties and the spirits and funny things like that and witches and whatever. It was very, very normal. You know, and it's, if you get handed a life that is absolutely perfect and there's nothing wrong with it, and you just, you know, like your life is just a heaven on earth basically, you're not really going to grow a lot spiritually. For a lot of you guys who are, you've actually had something happen to you, either a traumatic event or something that occurred at a specific moment in your life, which could have been over a period of time, or something that happened, or something that was happening to you that was very hard to deal with. You have been dealing with it. You did deal with it. You may still be sometimes in that situation, but it's more than what most people carry. And this event that takes place, or the situation that you were in, very painful, very painful. It leaves you questioning many things, and it makes you go, if there's a God, why does this happen? Oh, I can't say that. Oh, spirit. For real? Wow. I have to say it. I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't want to make anybody upset or anybody sad, but oh man, I hate when spirit guide does that to me. When they put a thought in my mind, or they speak to me, I have to say what they're saying. It's my job. So they said for somebody out there was a loss of a child, okay? So there was a loss of a child, and it left you questioning reality, questioning this life, questioning everything. For others out there, it's that pain that feels so heavy like that. And you had to either surrender to giving up, or you had to stand up and say, I need to find out more. I need to understand why I'm here. I need to understand my life and what's going on, what's happening here. And so that's what got you moving on the seeker's journey, okay? King of Wands, there's that very spiritual energy. Two of Cups, interesting one. And the Chariot, you will be moving in lots of directions. I'm going to take out some other card as well. You know what, let me go there later. The Seven of Wands here, this is mind energy. I feel like you are being, that's what I feel. I feel like this is all the information coming towards you. Also hearing spirit guides say that there's a lot of old belief systems here that you don't know what to do with. For some of you out there, you come from a religious background, maybe very religious background, where you were brought up very strict religion, you know what I mean? Like, this is it, guys. That's your box and you stay right there. And I feel like you're dealing with a lot of backlash, maybe from people or from those around you, or even from your own beliefs, that is very limiting. I can honestly tell you, I'm so glad that I grew up in a house that was open the way it was. I'm so glad, because I remember at one point my dad was like, okay, we're going to church, and we went there. I think in my entire life, I think I was 16 years old, and I'd only ever been to church 3 times. You know what I mean? So we went the first time, and I sat there. My mom sat there because my mom's a spiritual person, and she was like, She was very actually believing in God and angels and everything like that, but not necessarily the construct of what it is to be in a religion. Not that it's wrong, okay? It's just that if you're going to try to, because for some people going into any religious structure in this world, it's exactly what they need. It's exactly what they need, and they thrive in that environment, and that is beautiful. It's wonderful. But for other people that have kind of like expanded, it's no longer answering your seekers' questions. And so you're dealing, I think, with a lot of like belief systems, like, if I stop believing, am I going to go to hell? What if this is true? What if that is true? What if I'm making a mistake? Oh, there's no mistakes. Okay, this world is so vast and so big. There's nothing wrong and there's nothing right. There's nothing good and there's nothing bad. It's all just what it is, okay? And there's no one way to the light. All the roads lead there. Even the craziest one you can think of, it goes to the light. So it's all open. And every human being cannot be put into the same box, cannot be confined to one belief system, because everybody is, first of all, people's energy, people's souls are coming from even different parts of the universe, okay, where different maybe energies in the way that those energies are so completely different to others. So your path will not be the same path as somebody else's. We are all coming from lives that we have lived that have changed our soul in such a way that we are not the same, and so we cannot experience the same thing. I feel like this is just a lot of also information that you don't know what is right and what is wrong, and you also don't know maybe I'm making a mistake, maybe I should believe this, maybe I'm gonna go to hell, whatever. You're already in hell, darling. You don't worry about that. This place that we live on, this earth, it is heaven and hell all in one. And you can either be in hell or be in heaven right here. You don't have to go anywhere. You're alive in this moment, okay? So I see your heart is calling you. Your heart is calling you forward. And then at the same time, I feel like it's pulling you backwards. You know what I mean? It's a lot of like torn energy. Like my heart is calling me, and it's so interesting because the heart is affecting your mind, okay? It's like your heart is calling you here with the heart. The second row is the heart, and it's the cups energy is calling you, and you want to move forward, you want to experience some new things, you want to step into some new ideas and things like that. And a bit of your past energy here, like this is remembering the past, what you previously believed is contradicting with what you may be learning now. It's too much information. What I can tell you is that nothing is wrong, nothing is right. There is no one path. All the paths are the right path. It's just too vast. When I first went on my spiritual journey, I was like, okay, angels. I went there first, like angels. Let's go to the angels. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from the angels. I don't work with them that much anymore. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, so that's how you are. Angels have no emotion, okay? You think that they do. They have emotion for the human collective. But for you individually, they kind of like go, no. Okay, and if you kind of go like, I'm so heartbroken, and they're like, get over it. Get over it. Can you focus on elevating humanity? Thank you. That's an angel's job. Okay. It's about the collective, not the individual. So I'm like, okay, So with this energy, I feel like you kind of contradicted between the past and the future. It's too much. I came into this energy of believing angels. Okay, angels, let's go there. And then I realized, I was like, what's that then? Then what is right? Is angels right, or is spirit guide right? Is ancestors right? Which one is it? They all right, because they all there. People are going, oh, I believe in the Fey realm. Yeah, it's there too. I believe in the energy of the water, spirit, earth, air, fire, water, those kind of energies. Yes, it's there too. I believe in Mother Earth. It's there too. I believe in the gods. They're all there too. It's as vast as we are. Okay, so you look at the universe and try to understand how huge that is. There's not one thing. And the space between everything, it does not exist the way that we think it is. So everything is around you. Okay. So in your heart energy, this is such an interesting reading. I love it so much. In this heart energy is talking about you are connecting to your spiritual team, whatever you see that as being. Remember, some of you will connect to angels, others of you will be connecting to spirit guide, ancestors, fae, you name it, you're going to go there. Maybe starseed energy, whatever you're going to do, you're going to go there. And I feel like your journey here, you're really putting an effort into this as well. So if you're not, I think you will. I think you're going to be learning a lot with the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you guys, yeah, sorry, I'm getting a bit out of breath. This operation kind of like makes me have to catch up again when I'm busy talking. So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is really associated to even maybe wanting to work in some kind of spiritual way. So maybe wanting to actually work in spirituality, or maybe even have like this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working with spirit. You may even want to make a living out of this. Okay, you can. The world is really moving into a place where everyone needs to speak, because there's so many roads. So the people who are kind of like closest to your road may need to hear you and what you've got to say. So every road is there. With this coming up here, we've got a Nine of Pentacles coming in here. This is some kind of like, I believe your heart is guiding you in a very correct way. So first of all, I feel like you are just totally tied to a feeling that you're getting. I do feel like it's taking you to some kind of place where you're going to go. The Nine of Pentacles is a lot of hard work, especially because the Eight of Pentacles has come before it. But I feel like this is reaching some place, maybe like one of the places where you reach, where you begin to see or understand things in a deep way. This is a mystery. Okay, it's so funny because the Nine of Pentacles is really not about that, but I feel like this is part of the mystery. One of the places you get to where you understand, where you kind of go, okay, I can actually maybe teach about this because I got something, I really understood this. I was like, whoa. And this does create a shift in your exterior world. So when you start this journey and you do end up here, you are going to see the material energy of the Pentacles. You're going to see a shift happening in your material world in some kind of way. For a lot of you guys, you may actually start working in, I keep wanting to say spiritualism, so I don't know if you're interested in something like that, where you kind of like speaking to spirits and stuff. So that's very interesting, because I mean, you do have hearing messages from spirit coming in here. The Five of Cups is also what I was talking about. This has happened to your heart, okay, because you're looking at heart energy. It's a cup as well. There is something here that is pushing you to need to know more, to need to understand more. I just saw something. Oh my God. Okay, so the Three of Cups is some kind of pain that happened here, or some kind of situation, a trauma, an event that started this journey, and it made you question. But the Two of Cups there in the background, it's like where you will end up going. This causes you to get there. So you've actually got a Two of Cups right here in the soul. Okay, I literally just saw that and I was like, whoa. So the journey, the pain that you've been through is the reason why, this is before that, the reason why you start the seeker's journey, walking into the unknown to understand the mysteries. Why are we here? The King of Wands represents a very, very spiritual energy. Also, I'm hearing Spirit Guide saying now again, you may be remembering actually things that you knew before in another life. You may be actually remembering things that you've forgotten. And that can also be like, oh my gosh, they're talking about that now. That's so interesting. I've never heard them speak like this before. So they're saying that it's almost like in your mind, you feel like there's something you've forgotten. Like that's why it's like the mind says seeking symbols, guys. It's like you're like, I know something. I know there's something that I don't know, but I feel like I should know it. What is that? And that is actually a seeker. I remember when I was very young, like early 20s as well. I used to look at certain people's lives and even successful people, but not only just money-wise, but they were living a full life and they were out there working on a passion and they had things going, they had something happening in their life, and you look at them and you're like, your life is like an adventure. Your life is like, well, how are you doing this? You're living a passion, you got drive, there's something pushing you. And I used to look at them and I used to look at my own life and even other people's lives and go, what secret do you know that I don't know? I should know what you know. Why am I not getting it? And that's what actually started my journey, going into what makes certain people live that life and other people live another life where they're not happy. And these people, yes, there's moments when they're not happy because, hello, we're human, but they're doing things, they have got these accomplishments and passions and drive and just these things happening. So why not me? Why don't I have that feeling? And that got me seeking answers. And I felt like it was in the foggy part of my brain. I felt like there was a fog in my brain where it was all misty and foggy, and I felt like the answers were in there, So I would go start to want to like think deeper and think deeper. Beautiful energy. The Two of Cups coming in here is truly, first of all, I'm hearing Spirit Guide say alignment with Spirit. When we see like birds like this in the tarot, that is literally Spirit, okay, usually guiding you or balancing you. In this energy is balancing you. So you're being balanced in your life, your soul, your heart and your mind getting balanced, your soul getting into balance here. And this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love that there's little, I think it's sparrows flying there. And then the last card that I've got in this deck is your Chariot card. So you're going to move forward. I love the way that this Chariot card shows a light behind this little gorgeous kitty over there, and it's like the enlightenment energy. So yes, you are moving towards understanding more on this journey, and you are learning also very, very quickly. You are learning very quickly with the Chariot card. It's very fast moving energy. And even though I think there's a lot of things you may practice and start practicing, and then after a while you may actually not practice anymore. You may stop and you may be like, okay, I don't think I want to do that anymore. That is also okay. You may start something, stop some things, try this out, try that out, doesn't sit with you. Maybe you don't feel like, no, I don't like that. And you're going to actually keep going. But you are going to get to a place where I think you're going to know what to call yourself. Okay, so I saw that card. One card just flew out. So we're going to see what that is. Let's see what Spirit will show you. For some of you guys out there, you are witches as well. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Or you wouldn't be here, you're on that journey of being a witch as well, and that is a journey of eternity in such a way that once you are like a witch, or you are like a shaman, or you're like a high priest, high priestess in some kind of way, alchemist, whatever it is for you, you've always been that, okay, and you will always be that. You've been that in a past life, you'll be that in the next life. It may change. You may not call yourself a witch. Maybe you're going to say, oh, I'm a shaman. It's just going to depend on what culture you get born into. Okay, so you'll be something again. Even a priest, a nun, whatever, all of these things. So we've got the Queen of Cups that came out there. There is your heart guiding your mind. We've got your Three of Wands coming in here. Oh, you're going to experience a lot of new things. And we've got shadow work rocking up here, which is the Devil card. So I do feel like the shadow work is tied to what this is, okay? And that's your soul energy. I have to start here. I'm going to start here. It's the first tarot out and the last tarot card out. It's the soul energy. So it's tied to looking at a lot of your current belief systems. I remember when I first started working with the goddess that's with me, which is Goddess Hecate. When she first came in, I was like, okay, do I take this offer? Do I go in this direction? And I was like, oh, well, I mean, if it's there, why not? So I went in there and wow, she changed my energy so much that I don't even know what to say. If you're a witch, Hecate is amazing, but you don't always have to work with her. It depends if she comes towards you or not. With this shadow work energy, I feel like this is really looking into maybe some belief systems you had that are still coming towards you. And I remember when I started working with Hecate, she actually told me, I'm going to unteach you everything. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you're going to unlearn everything you know about tarot, about spirituality, about yourself, everything. I'm going to empty you of all your previous knowledge, and I'm going to relearn you, reteach you. Oh, and she did. Okay, it took about 2 years. And I was just like, I didn't know who I was, know what was going on, but I was on my journey, and I was like, okay, is this what we're doing right now? And I had to relearn. I really feel like this is this energy. The shadow work is like really having to maybe let go of a lot of belief systems you had about certain things, and even guilt that you have about you maybe wanting to let certain things go, and sort of clear slate it, open it up, and just be like, okay, Spirit, show me some news. So show me what you think I should be knowing at this moment. And then you're going to be guided. You're going to be guided here. You're going to really understand things very differently. If you've like read no spiritual book whatsoever, or even book of anything, and you want to start somewhere, and you're like, I really need to understand life differently, I would advise to read a book called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. If you've read it, comment below. I read A New Earth, then you know what I'm talking about. Because I feel like, there's been a lot of books though that have blown my mind. But I feel like that book, if you're really not sure what this life is about, who you are, what's going on, how do I fit in here, how do I deal with certain situations, where do I even begin to understand anything, that would be that book, okay? And share your bounty at the bottom. You're going to share your knowledge, okay? You're going to be sharing knowledge one day, or even now maybe. With this energy, I feel like you are going to be, with the heart, the mind energy, your heart is controlling the mind. Look, the Queen of Cups comes in there. The heart is truly controlling the mind. Your heart, what your spirits are giving you messages through your heart, okay? So if you want to receive more messages here from your spirit guides, work on your heart chakra. Do heart chakra meditations, rose quartz, sleep with it under your bed, sleep with it next to your bed, wear rose quartz around your chest here, work on self-love, okay, because that's what really activates the heart chakra in a beautiful way. Self-love, self-care, and that can sometimes not be easy, because that can sometimes be saying no to the things that you know are going to hurt you, saying no to that person that comes back again and again, that you know that you want them so badly, but you know they're going to hurt you and break your heart again. That's self-love. That's when you say to them, no. And they're like, but why can't you take me back? Because I'm learning to love myself. Goodbye. Okay, so that is part of it. And this is so interesting, because the heart journey and what you are following here is going to expand your horizons and your energy even more. I feel like you've kind of outgrown where you've been on a spiritual journey, and you've expanded. So you're still seeking a way. You're going to have a deep understanding now in the new expansion that you are. You're going to fill it fully. That's how I feel with the Three of Wands. But at the same time, one more time, it will expand, because that's the universe. The universe is literally expanding, and so must we. Okay, so that we can keep fitting into the expansion of the universe. We can't stay small if the universe is getting bigger. We have to get bigger with the universe as it's expanding, and that's exactly what's going on with you. And it doesn't matter where it takes you. All I know about the Three of Wands is new way of thinking, new people showing you the way forward, new ideas coming in, new philosophies coming in, new spiritual paths being opened up to you, and that's you exploring what that is. And that is okay. Expand with the universe. It's good, okay? That means we're growing. It means we're doing the right thing. There we go. Beautiful soul. Thank you one more time to be here with me. I'm really honored. I'm always grateful. Whenever I see you guys' comments, I try to scroll. I see them as often as possible. So I'll literally be on my phone, and I'll see pop-ups happening, and I scroll down, and I read all of you guys' comments like, oh, and I'll scroll up. But I'm always so busy, I can't always answer them all, but I do read a lot of them. Makes my heart very happy. And if you are here at the end of the reading as well, as I always like to say, please do comment below. I got to the end of the reading. This is truly my full journey in this reading. This is my full journey, because you managed to hear the message to the end, which means that is your full journey. There we go. Thank you so much. I'm sending my love, my heart, my soul, my healing, everything to you guys out there, and I will see you next time. Bye.